I'm Dr. Leida Garcia. I'm one of the principals at this beautiful site, the Robert F. Kennedy Community Schools. And as community schools, we represent a particular stance and orientation. We see the promise and potential in our community. We see the promise and potential in our youth, in our children, and in our families. We appreciate our families' knowledge and wisdom and what they bring to the schooling process. And we're very proud of who we are, of who we become as our students go through our programs and then go into college and careers. The Robert F. Kennedy Community Schools opened in 2009, so we're pretty new still, and continue, I think, to really live out the legacy of social justice embodied by Robert F. Kennedy. I want to start first by giving a big hand to our students who are amazing. Thank you, students. You bring purpose. You are the heart and soul of what we do. I also want to recognize that in any school, in any effort, there are so many people that come into play to make the work real, authentic, and to make it efficacious. And it always takes a team. And I'm so happy to see some of our team members back there, so a big hand for them. We have some of our office staff, Claudia, Annabel, and Gilberto. We also have our cafeteria manager, Jose Perez. Big hand to him. He was in charge of the grab and go here for months, and it was beautiful to see our district really feed not just our families, but the city of LA. And of course, our custodial team led by Mr. Mario Torres. I see him back there. And Sergio, and I think there's other folks there as well as our supervision staff. So on behalf of UCLA Community School, which is my school, there are 6 schools here, and all of our community schools, I want to say thank you for enriching the lives of our students. We know that they are our future, and we see in them just the promise of what their languages, their histories, their trajectories have to offer for our city, and always do and always have. And so enriching their summer in this way, I think, really adds to their experiences. And so as an educator, I value that as well as a parent. So welcome and enjoy. And again, super grateful to our district and all of the partnerships that I think we forge to really bring our village and expand that village for our students. So without any further ado, here is Mr. Marshall Tuck, Head of Recovery and New Initiatives, and with Gray Public Schools now.
Hello, I am Marshall Tuck. I'm the head of the Los Angeles Education Recovery Fund. We're going to start with some logistics. First, we're going to thank our awesome principal, Dr. Garcia. The last 16 months have been tough in our schools, and she's just been coming and supporting our kids every day, and her staff just putting their hearts and souls to our kids, which is what this work is all about. So thank you so much for your leadership. Secondly, let's talk health and safety protocols. Everyone who's speaking is vaccinated. We're going to take our mask off when we talk, but beyond that, we're on a campus. We got to keep it safe for our kids, so we'll be putting the mask right back on, as we always got to take the most precautions for our kids. And then lastly, just want to thank our awesome kids over there who we're here for. The LA Education Recovery Fund is a collective philanthropic effort that's really focused on how do we help our kids make up for what was lost during the pandemic, and not just make up for what was lost, but how do we help them thrive? And we're raising funds to provide nonprofit organizations with more money to provide services to our kids, and bringing partners together to give great experiences to our young people. And what a great experience for the kids at the UCLA RFK Community Partnership this summer to come and actually have the Rams come and play for them. And it's been a tough 16 months for our kids. They lost a lot academically, but they also had a lot of isolation, and they had a lot of traumatic experiences, and just not a lot of connection with each other. And so it's so important that Angelinos come together and step up big for our kids. And that's what LA Unified is doing. That's what the LA Education Recovery Fund's doing. And that's what our wonderful sports teams are doing. And I'm so excited today to announce the partnership between the LA Education Recovery Fund, the LA Sports Council, Los Angeles Unified, and our wonderful LA-based professional sports teams. The Dodgers, the Rams, the Chargers, LA Galaxy, LA Football Club, the Sparks, the Kings, Ready, Set, Gold. All these awesome LA-based teams are stepping up and bringing clinics and other great experiences to our kids on summer camps this summer. And we're talking about 50 campuses are going to get clinics like the ones you're going to see today, where kids are not just going to learn how to throw a football or kick a soccer ball, but more importantly, our kids see that our teams believe in them and that we're all for them after what's been a tough, tough time, and that we're stepping up for them to help them have a better future. And how great is it to be a 9-year-old or a 7-year-old coming to campus and you got the Rams running football clinics and running cheerleading clinics and telling you, I believe in you and I believe in your future. And we're so grateful for those teams, and we're so grateful for the Los Angeles Unified School District, which really has been the anchor leader in this summer effort. LA Unified decided for the first time ever to open up every single one of its Title I elementary and middle schools. That means 500 sites right now this summer are running summer camps for our kids. For the first time ever in this city, every child in a low-income neighborhood has a free summer program to go to where they can have wonderful experiences like the ones you're going to see our kids having today with the Rams. So I'm excited to call up our interim superintendent, Megan Riley, who has really been championing this effort to make sure every kid after this pandemic has access to a fun summer camp and a promise of a better future. Superintendent Riley.
How wonderful is it to be back on campus? I can't tell you how excited I am to be here and to be the interim superintendent for Los Angeles Unified. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and thank you for being here today with us. Given the impact of the pandemic, this summer is an important summer for our students to participate in quality enrichment programs. The first time ever, thank you, Marshall, for recognizing that, such a vibrant, rich, all-encompassing summer program. We're here to highlight the importance of having quality enrichment programs within our schools and our communities. LA Unified has made summer school available to all students from preschool through adult school for the first time ever. I want to thank Principal Dr. Leda Garcia for welcoming us to our beautiful campus. This is what LA is all about. This beauty of the campus, our kids doing exercise, being outdoor, playing in the sunshine. I spent the weekend, I was telling the folks here that I just spent the weekend with my grandkids, and we were out in the Channel Islands kayaking and doing some water sports and other things like that. And there's nothing more than having the social family connections with adults that basically are around you, enjoying the sunshine and playing. We're so excited today, in the spirit of that, to partner with the LA Education Recovery Fund to provide enhanced summer enrichment programming for our students. As educators, we all know the importance of this connection. As adults, we all have a moral imperative to participate and really be good role models and influence the children to basically reach their fullest potentials. Now more than ever, coming out of the COVID pandemic and these past 16 months, I love the fact that the LA community has partnered together to really show this, and I love being here to showcase this. Our students are reconnecting with each other in person, having fun, experiencing joy and inspiration this summer. And equally important, students now have access to free summer programs in their neighborhoods. Again, access to free summer programs in their neighborhoods. Why wasn't this a given before? We also want to thank our amazing partners, participating sports organizations, the Dodgers, the Rams, the Chargers, Galaxy, Kings, Sparks, Ready, Set, Gold, and a special thanks to the LA Sports Council. Thank you so very, very much. Through this groundbreaking partnership, our students not only receive a clinic and sports team appearances, but they also know through programs like this that we as a community are behind them 100%. Their well-being, their health, and their happiness. All children should have the opportunity to explore their full potential and thrive and to succeed. This partnership is a great example and highlights what we've been trying to show all along. We are here as adults to support our kids. Our purpose in life is to really give them a better upbringing than we all had. It's to protect them and keep them safe. This partnership is a great example of everyone stepping forward and stepping up for our kids today and every day. And thank you so much for you being here, and let this fun and excitement begin today. So thank you so very, very much.
Thank you, Superintendent Riley. Now we have Board Vice President Nick Melvoin come up and speak. And Nick has been just the anchor leader on the board to bring so many partners together to provide these awesome experiences to our kids. And fun fact about board member Melvoin, before he was the Vice President of School Board, he started a summer camp. So we know that joy and excitement of summer camp is in his blood and his bones. So thank you so much for your leadership. Excited to hear from more from Board President, Vice President Nick Melvoin.
Well, thank you, Marshall, and thank you, Superintendent Riley, and thank you, LA Education Recovery Fund, for your incredible partnership for the kids of LA Unified. It's a pleasure to be speaking here on behalf of the LA Board of Education and my colleague whose district we're in, Monica Garcia. You know, my dream as a kid was actually to play soccer for the LA Galaxy. I was a flag bearer on opening day for the team. I remember when not only the Galaxy came to LA, but MLS came into existence. And while I pivoted to every other kid's dream of being a school board member, it's particularly special for me to be here as I'm able to thank our local teams for coming together to help our kids realize their dreams. And if any of our kids here today dream of being a school board member, come talk to me and I'll get you back on the sports star path pretty quickly. But thank you, everyone who's collaborated on today's initiative to bring more opportunities for joy, for fun, and for play to our kids. The academic recovery is crucial, full stop. But our kids have also been robbed of a year of their childhood, and that's just as important to compensate for, if not more. Today's opportunity to run around, have fun, and just enjoy being a kid may be the most important thing we do this summer. I want to thank our partners, the LA Education Recovery Fund, and our teams for their support. We always say, as our principal alluded to, that it takes a village to come together, and rarely does the village emerge as it has through this partnership. A big thank you to our local teams and professional athletes who can teach our kids valuable lessons not only about fun and friendly competition, but also about work ethic, dedication, sportsmanship, and following their dreams. So thank you all for being here on Team LA Unified and stepping up for our future star athletes and maybe a few school board members in there as well. Thanks so much.
We'd now like to have the CEO and President of the LA Sports Council, Dave Siegel, come up and say a few words. LA Sports Council has been critical in rallying Los Angeles teams to come together on behalf of our kids. Dave?
Thank you so much. Before I get into it, I do want to thank Peter Strauss and Team Primetime for bringing Sports Council to the table on this initiative, which is incredible. So LA Sports Council is a legacy organization that was born after the Olympic movement here in Los Angeles in 1984 to really harness that transformational power of the sports business industry for positive community and economic impact to this region. And I can't think of a better example of uniting the sports community in Los Angeles than right here. I mean, the fact that all the teams can get together as a unit to get kids excited about coming back to schools in the fall is just amazing. And our partnership with Great Public Schools now is just getting started, and we're looking to do more and more things like this over the course of the next several years. So thank you very much.
And now we're going to hear from some of our teams. First, I want to start with Jonathan Franklin, who's the Director of Social Justice and Football Development at the Rams. He does so many things for this city, and he helped get this awesome program behind us off the ground. Jonathan, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you. No, appreciate it. It is great to be here on behalf of the Los Angeles Rams, partner with the LA Education Recovery Fund, the LAUSD, and the LA Sports Council. You know, it's great to be here today and provide access to the youth, access to health and wellness, and through our football and cheer clinic, develop character, develop an authentic environment to create interaction with their peers. And what is a clinic and without our LA Rams mascot Rampage? So we're excited to have him here as well. But today isn't about youth. You know, we're so excited to host multiple camps, and it goes beyond football, but it's really stepping up, you know, for our youth, to be able to serve our students. You know, these past 16 months, as has been mentioned, has been tough for the students. They have been isolated. They have been just trying to thrive through this pandemic. And here we're able to get them outdoors. We're able to help pour into them and show them that we believe in who they are, we believe in their future, and we'll do whatever we can to stand up for them as well. So we're excited to host this clinic, to support our youth, to teach them some football skills. Our cheerleaders are going to teach them how to dance, and together we're all going to come together because we're better when we stand as one. So thank you all so much for allowing us to be here. Go Rams.
Next, we're thrilled to have former LA King and current LA King color commentator, Daryl Evans, to come and speak. And again, think if you're an 8-year-old kid and you come to a camp and you got Daryl Evans coming to teach you how to hit the puck right in that net. And how fun is that for our young people? So, Daryl, thanks for being here.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. I bet you guys were all wishing we were doing this in a hockey rink today instead of being out here in the sun. But it's great to be here. I'm a Kings alumni. I'm the color analyst on a radio broadcast for the Kings, and I want to thank the LA Education Fund, Los Angeles Unified, and the LA Sports Council for putting this great event together here today. It's a great cause. It's an honor to represent the Kings, to be among such great company here today as we use sports to enrich the lives of our youth. I think it's important for us to be able to create a platform for these young kids to understand that they can come together and have the equality that they deserve as young children. So we look forward to be able to provide that platform for many years to come. Achieving greater equity in the sport of hockey is important. It's an important goal for our organization through our We Are All Kings program. It's a platform we continue to eliminate barriers in hockey. We are thrilled to be here today to share the great game with these deserving kids. We are looking forward to hosting some clinics this afternoon to expose these young kids to the game of hockey, collaborating in the future on more opportunities as well. Again, we want to thank everyone for coming together today and providing this partnership. Again, we're creating so many opportunities for so many young kids for years to come. It's an honor and a privilege to be here today. And remember, teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you.
Teamwork makes the dream work. We like that. Thanks so much, Daryl. Next is Jenna Horton from the LA Galaxy. She's the manager of community events and programming, and Galaxy does so many things for our kids. And they're doing a lot of clinics and bringing Cosmo out to our kids this summer, too. So, Jenna, come up, please, and say a couple words. Thanks for being here.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. As Marshall said, my name is Jenna Horton. I'm the manager of community events and programming with the Galaxy. The Galaxy is super, super excited, honored, proud to be a part of this historic event and youth programming for our LA youth. On behalf of our Coach Josue, who will be coaching our clinics next week, Star Squad members, and Cosmo, we're excited to get on the field with our local youth and play some soccer. As one big team, we are combining our resources and creating impactful and enriching events for our local LA youth and the communities that they live and play in every single day. Thank you to the LAUSD, the LA Education Recovery Fund, LA Sports Council, and my fellow professional sports teams and organizations here today for using your platform and using sport to create joy, fun, and lifelong memories for our youth in LA. Thank you.
And now we have Patricia Sanders from the Dodgers. You know, I've been in public education for 2 decades, and every step of the way, the Dodgers are always stepping up for our city. It's just so fun to be in Angelino and have so many teams come together. So Patricia, who's the senior manager of Government and Community Affairs at the Dodgers are going to come up and say a few words. Thanks so much, Patricia.
Good morning. On behalf of your world champion Los Angeles Dodgers, I want to, yes, thank you. Thank you. I want to thank LAUSD, the LA Education Recovery Fund, and the Los Angeles Sports Council for providing us with this incredible opportunity to serve our youth after what has been a grueling year and a half of remote learning, missing friends, and limited access to sports and recreation. We're thrilled to be able to partner with these incredible organizations and each one of these great teams also here today to provide baseball and softball clinics to our communities. Thank you again, and go Dodgers.
How about a round of applause for the phenomenal microphone cleaner, Patricia, who's been helping us. Just keep it safe. We got to be as cautious as we can for our young people. Before we wrap up and turn it over to the clinic, I wanted to thank a couple folks. LA Unified staff has been working real hard this summer to get all these camps going. So I wanted to recognize Al Cortez and John Hahn and the entire Los Angeles Unified Beyond the Bell team, which just moved mountains to get 500 summer camps going this summer. Also wanted to recognize Neri Pies, who's here, who's the head of the administrative union for our school district and represents all these wonderful principals like Dr. Garcia, who've been working so hard. And just want to remind everybody what this is about. It's about these kids that are behind me. And these kids have had a tough 16 months, and we need everybody to step up for them. And it's awesome that our sports teams are leading the way. And we want Angelinos all over the city to partner with Los Angeles Unified, to partner with the LA Education Recovery Fund. Let's do more for our kids in the next year and 2 years to help them make up for what was lost, but to get them going on the right track. So go to laeducationrecoveryfund.org in order to find out how you can help. And now let's ask everybody to come on up for a quick picture. We'd love to have a picture. And then we'll get Rampage back up here. Rampage always carries the day, and the whole Rams team. And we can come on up and have all of our speakers come back. And we are fired up to see you all play, and we are so grateful to our students. You're just, you're wonderful. We love you, and we believe in you.